Welcome back everyone to viralstocks.io. For over 5 years, we have been providing a completely free service to our investors featuring only the best micro cap stocks and runners. Viral Stocks focuses solely on short-term, high probability trading opportunities, guys, and we bring you the best. Just recently, we have been able to capitalize on 3 hot NASDAQ stocks. One was GTRX, also SEAC, and SOPA. This article was written just a few days ago. We were able to capitalize on 20 to 50% returns on all 3 of these stocks very, very quickly. This was not a trade that you had to hold for days and weeks and months and years like many other channels. This is one where you could have been in and out within only a couple of hours and made 20 to 50% on your money. So guys, if you are not already a part of the community, if you do not already get our alerts, make sure and click the link in the description to receive all of our penny stock alerts. The best part about this is, like I said earlier, it is absolutely completely free. Sign up below here, put your email in, put your text in. You will also get a completely free guide on how to pick the best penny stocks in the market. And the best part is, obviously, you get all of our stock alerts immediately to your email and to your text, so you can capitalize on these hot stocks just like we did with these 3 only a couple of days ago. And if you need any help whatsoever, leave me a comment down below and I can definitely help you out to get you signed up for these alerts. However, there's a couple things that I want to talk about in today's video, and one is where the market is going to be headed. So obviously, taking a look at the S&P 500 here, we had a very critical switch. We switched from a downtrend to an uptrend here, starting off this Santa rally that was expected to happen. Now we're finally seeing that Santa rally, and we could possibly see it lead into the January effect, and the first quarter is usually very, very bullish for the stock. So we're going to talk about that in the beginning of today's video, and then I want to share a stock with you guys that I'm very bullish on because of the amount of revenue that this company is producing versus when you compare it to their current market cap. It is pretty ridiculous, especially when you compare it to the industry they are in. So jumping over here, this chart was actually made by professional trader Larry Williams, and as we can see here, there is a lot of bullish days in the month of December. And as we can see, some of the most profitable trades in the market in the month of December have came from just 2 to 5 days out from the last trading days in the month of December, which is where we are at right now. So all these days, the last few days of December, besides the very last day, are great trading opportunities. And I do think that is going to lead into the month of January, and we are going to see the January effect. Now, the January effect is perceived as a seasonal increase in stock prices during the month of January. Analysts generally attribute this rally to an increase in buying, which follows the drop in price that typically happens in the month of December when investors engaging in tax loss harvesting due to the offset of realized capital gains actually prompt a sell-off. And this sell-off, like we saw, happens at the very last day of December, and then January could start the January rally. And we can also see this confirmed from many other sources dating all the way back to 1980. We can see from 1980 to 2020, January has been a profitable month of about 1%, and so is December of about 1.2%. So guys, the overall point I'm trying to make here by showing you the December Santa rally, the January effect in the first few months of 2022, is that I do think stocks in general are going to be very, very bullish in the first quarter of 2022, because that is what history tells us. And even more specifically than that, specifically what we focus on this channel in our site is penny stocks, and penny stocks are usually able to amplify this effect. It is pretty well known that some of the best months in the market for penny stocks are January, February, March, April. Pretty much the first months of the year are some of the best months for penny stocks in the entire market, and that is because it amplifies some of those bigger blue chip stocks. So guys, like I said, if you do not have your alerts turned on, if you are not signed up on viralstocks.io, if you have not already put your email in, drop it down below, completely free. We don't ask any money for anyone, so that way you guys can get these hot stock alerts as soon as they come out. But anyways, the stock that I want to share with you guys today is ticker symbol IQST. Now I know this is a stock that is on the OTC markets. We tend to focus on NASDAQs. However, this stock is, and this is one of my most bullish points for this stock, is possibly going to have a NASDAQ uplisting in 2022. So I want to share it with you guys because I think this is a very bullish penny stock heading into 2022. So as you can see right now, this stock is sitting at just 67 cents, and it has been rallying quite a bit over the last couple of days. So maybe wait for a pullback down to support, which would be at about 60 cents. But what I really want you to understand is that this stock only has an $87 million market cap. So keep that in mind when we start taking a look at revenue projections and also where they're at currently with their revenue. But anyways, Iqst is obviously a public listed company that is leading edge telecommunications and technology services for the global markets. They hit all of the buzzwords and are in 5 business divisions, which are arguably the biggest and best buzzwords in the market right now: telecom, electric vehicle, technology, fintech, and blockchain. These words make stocks go up just by having them on their website. But this stock obviously has the data, has the revenue, has the financials to back up the company beyond just being in very, very bullish and hyped up industries. So as we can see, Iqst announces $58 million in year-to-date revenue and revises 2022 revenue forecast, which is up 4% to $63 million. So guys, for 2021, they're going to have over $60 million in revenue, which, like I said, right now their market cap is only $87 million. This is an extremely small company compared to the amount of revenue they are having. And when we talk about the industries they're in, like telecom, like EV, a lot of those stocks, specifically penny stocks, some of them have 0 revenue at this point and at least have 10, 11, 12 price to sales ratios, where literally Iqst is just over 1. They almost have equivalent revenue to their current market cap, which means the stock is significantly undervalued. But where it gets even more bullish for this stock is that they have announced an MOU to acquire a telecom company supporting $75.5 million in initial 2022 annual revenue. As we can see, their target acquisition is Smart Biz Telecom LLC. They have an estimated $15 million in revenue with positive net income. Subject to completing this acquisition, Iqst is setting an initial forecast of $75.5 million in annual revenue in their telecom business line for fiscal year 2022. So they're going to be doing almost $80 million in 2022, which, if they would stay at this current price, which I definitely think they will not, that would be a 1-to-1 price to sales ratio. So obviously all of this, everything we have looked at, is extremely bullish for this stock, but it does not get done yet. So let's start with this. Obviously, like I mentioned in the beginning here, they do have a potential NASDAQ uplisting coming very soon. So as it says here, we will remain alert and vigilant, but at this time, Omicron is having no impact on our business, which means they're expecting big things to come for all parts of their business. Like we have already went over, their 4% increase in 2021 revenues up to $63 million just shows a sign that this company is not slowing down and it is growing a ton. And that is why they do think they're going to be ready to be listed on the NASDAQ in the first half of 2022, which obviously is very, very bullish for many reasons. So the first reason is a lot of investors, they don't even invest in OTC stocks because yes, they move. Yes, you can make a ton of money on them, but obviously they're just inherently risky. So a lot of investors completely stay away from OTC stocks. However, once they get uplisted to the NASDAQ, you see a lot more investors start pouring in because essentially, at least to them, it gets a little bit more safer when the stock is on the NASDAQ. Now, the other extremely bullish thing for the stock is that it has to meet certain price targets. So I believe the initial entry price is around $3 per share to be listed on the NASDAQ. Right now, this stock is sitting at 67 cents like we see. So it is a long time to go before that $3, which means a ton of money to be made. Now, obviously, they could do a reverse stock split or anything like that. But when you take a look at articles like these, it really shows that many people, many analysts think that Iqst has the potential to reach this $3 NASDAQ minimum listing price without a reverse split. And that's just because how undervalued they truly are. As you can see, there's a strong argument that the company is currently undervalued, and that has to do with price to sales ratios. So telecom companies have an average price to sales ratio of over 2, financial services have an average price to sales ratio of over 3, and software companies have an average P to S ratio of over 11. Iqst right now, as we looked at, is sitting at just over 1 price to sales ratio at this time, which basically means it is significantly undervalued with the industries it is currently in, especially with the revenue that it is producing. And that is why many analysts think it can reach this $3 price target without even having to do that reverse stock split. It's still, even 3x from where it would be right now, still would not be overvalued whatsoever. In fact, it would probably be a reasonable valuation compared to a lot of its competitors. So guys, I know that was long-winded there, but this was a stock that I definitely wanted to tell you guys about. Many analysts agree with me and think that this is a 60-cent sleeper stock that is set to explode in 2022, and this is one of my bullish stocks that I am holding for 2022. Now, I know this is a little bit different. We like to talk about runners. We like to make quick money on this channel, which is what Viral Stocks is all about. But of course, I also like to bring you guys some of my favorite stocks in the market, some of my favorite penny stocks that I think are significantly undervalued, and I think there is a ton of money to be made on them. It may not happen overnight, although I mean, this stock is up. It was up about 17% just on the day, so it could happen overnight. But nevertheless, stocks that are undervalued tend to be great stocks to hold for a period of time. But anyways, though, guys, definitely a stock that to keep on your watch list. Obviously, none of this is financial advice whatsoever, but I do think it is one you should have on your watch list and do your own research for. I want you guys to let me know down in the comments what you think about this stock. But anyways, to wrap up this video, like I said, the end of December here, the last few days should be extremely bullish based off of that pro analyst who created the chart. We also should see the January effect come in at the start of 2022, and then to kick off some of the best months, we could see January, February, and March and April all be bullish months. So the first 4 months of 2022 could be positive for the big blue chip stocks, which means penny stocks are only going to amplify a lot of those returns. So with that said, guys, it would be in your best interest to sign up for an absolutely free service to get all of our penny stocks alerts to catch some of these runners. We send these alerts out with the goal of you guys being able to capitalize on quick run ups and make money within a short period of time and not have to wait months or weeks or days. So definitely check this out. Like I said, it's absolutely completely free. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, guys, I will see you in the next video.